All right, we're live. All right. Hello, welcome back. And it is April. It is April 10th. I don't even remember if I was on here last week or not or whatever, but that does not matter. It is April. It is a new month. My energy is back. My attitude is back. Motivation is here for the moment. And I say that because let's face it, any human, it's hard to keep motivation going. It is freaking hard because life happens. And if you have not been following, if this is your first time here back on the channel and on the podcast, hi, hello. This is a WTF Pulp Culture with Fina. I am Fina. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I used to be an MLM, and then through MLM, I realized that's not my thing, and just talking about pop culture and mom life is my thing. So I said, hey, let's make a podcast and a YouTube channel. So that is what this is. So hello, hi, how are you? How is your Monday? How is April? Did you survive spring break? Did you all survive spring break? Yes. I just got out of spring break, and I thought I was never going to get out of it. And I kid you not, like, leading up to that, if you don't know, you know now, I just got out of a miscarriage. I have no issue saying it, and I try not to talk about it, but I'm an open book, and every once in a while it will slip out. But honestly, that's not what this is, and I feel good. I'm not going to talk about it, but it is what it is. Honestly, yeah, I'm not going down that rabbit hole right now. Hello. That's for another episode. If not, I probably did it last episode when I talked about Fire Festival. That felt like a hot mess of an episode. But really, I wanted to be raw. I wanted to be really authentic with you guys and just show you, like, yes, I wake up and choose happiness. I do all the things, and there are moments where I slip and I stay in funks for too long, and just I'm angry, I'm depressed, I'm all the things, okay? I'm all the things. And I could be scary to be around. Who knows? But honestly, the last episode I was way too overwhelmed, and just I probably should not have recorded. But you know what? I did what I did, and here we are. Now, I feel like it was last week because I think my mom was here to help me with the kids. Because now even AJ's here, and I could record this in peace. I could do this in peace, which is nice. Also, the last two episodes, I have tried to film this on my Canon single lens, like the SLR that I have. And I keep forgetting to freaking charge the battery. So what am I doing right now as we speak? Over there on the wall, it is charging. So next episode of this, it is going to be bomb. Why? Because I'm going to have freaking graphics, okay? Because I also noticed something when I recorded AJ's birth story, his birthday was last week. I wanted to record it and see what would happen if I added graphics. And it being like a personal story, I was like, okay, whatever. Tell me why, y'all. That got more views than my lives about pop culture. Huh? And the pop culture stuff is searchable. So what the hell? Okay? So you know what that means? That probably lives on YouTube are not that effective. So, or they will be effective once I figure out how to do freaking StreamYard and adding the visuals that way. If not, I am definitely going to be doing it on my SLO, because why not? Let's have like a really good quality video, and I could edit it, and then I'll have my phone next to me, like I do the lives, so I can have the audio. Because I don't think I'm going to edit too much. All I'm really going to do is just edit. I'm just going to add photos, right? Okay, so let's get into this. I just got out of spring break. Holy smoly. And before spring break, I was healing from a miscarriage. And before that, or during that, there was a freaking teacher strike that was like 3 days long, and my last doctor's appointment, like which was the ultrasound, to check inside and make sure everything was clean and all the things. And if you've been through it, you know what that ultrasound is. I'm so glad the vaginal ultrasounds are over. I am so over that. I'm sure I'm going to have a few more from here on out, just to check things out. But at least it's not going to be like a scheduled thing like I just experienced last month. I feel like they rearranged the furniture. Okay, I really do feel like they rearranged the freaking furniture. Holy schmoly. So yeah, for the last month, I have felt tired. I've felt very restless. I've probably been in and out of depression. I've been really fighting it. I'm going to be really honest. I've been fighting it. You guys probably heard the overwhelmed, overstimulated side of me last week when I was talking about Fire Festival. So last week during William's spring break, I told myself, okay, I kind of have to be chill. I cannot have the schedule that I wanted for the podcast and the YouTube channel. I cannot do that this week like I thought I was going to, because I was one of those mothers who really thought we had a few more weeks until spring break. I really thought we were one. No. What do we have? We had now. Like, I couldn't figure out on Thursday when I went with my husband to go pick up William, and they were passing out COVID tests. I'm like, oh yeah, no, finally they're going to test us for COVID. They haven't done this since winter break. Yada, yada, yada. And then one of the other moms was like, oh yeah, I brought pizza, and they had so much fun, this and that. I'm like, why is this lady bringing pizza, huh? What is going on, right? We get home, I go through his folder like routine, and I read, okay, tomorrow, Friday, is off because it's Cesar Chavez Day. Okay, cool. And then also spring break starts. What? Huh? There goes my plan. And thank goodness my mom's work schedule was different, so she was able to be here Monday and Wednesday. Wednesday she was excited because that meant that she was here for AJ's 3rd birthday. I have a 3-year-old again. Holy smoly, I'll get there in a minute. I'm a 3-year-old and I'm about to have a 6-year-old. If you pray for me. And if you're a boy mom, pray for me. Yeah. There's something in my eye, but it's okay. We're just going to wiggle it out. So, William, and the thing is, during spring break on Thursday, there was going to be a Libra full moon. And let me tell you, in my house, I was feeling that freaking full moon energy building up. How did I feel that building up? I had that building up like through William. William was a freaking monster. I don't know how else to explain it as nicely as I can, but he was a monster. A lot of wet pants, a lot of pushing boundaries, a lot of not listening. I almost lost my mind a few times. I kid you not. I thought I lost my mind a few times, but I didn't. So there's that. But a day before the full moon, I go, oh my God, could it be the full moon that's making him be crazy? And here's another thing, and I know, I have a feeling it's his spectrum situation. Is he right now, he is obsessed with changing the channel like every few seconds or every few minutes. What's worse is the every few seconds, because imagine you're trying to brainstorm and be creative and do something, like you're okay, all right, if I could just get my ideas written down on paper. And because you're a stay-at-home mom, or just a mom in general, okay, because when I was working, it was hard to keep my thoughts together. If I didn't write them down, it was gone. Right? Who can relate to that? So when we went and I was like, okay, I was trying to write down, because I'm going to be changing the format of the podcast. And here on the channel, I'm bringing in some segments. Yeah, I'm going to make it sound like a real, like, professional, like, podcast. because why not? I don't want to say fake it until we make it, but you know what? Let's practice some of these professional situations, all right? So we're gonna have some segments. We'll talk about that later. That's not necessarily a thing to talk about right now. Why? Because it's not completely set in stone. I just have literally pause. I just have key thoughts that when I come back to it, I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, and then really get into it. Creative brainstorming people understand that moment. Mothers, you understand it too. So spring break was kind of a disaster. Then in the middle of it, AJ turned 3. And what made me really happy is he wasn't sick this year. Last year, he got sick. Why? Because William came home and brought home a bug from an irresponsible freaking mother who decided to not go and to basically not, what's the word? She was irresponsible. She brought her sick kid to school, and William got sick. And then, like a week later, AJ got sick. What was worse about AJ getting sick, it happened on his freaking birthday. It happened on his birthday last year when he turned 2. So, what the hell? I don't know how else to explain it, but that's how it was. So, this year, I was very cautious of that. I was like, okay, is he going to get sick? But nothing happened, thank God. He had a really good birthday. It was really calm. It was really chill. We basically stayed in we just stayed home. My husband brought home a cupcake. We sang happy birthday. He wanted to touch the fire like always, like any 3-year-old, almost a 2-year-old, but 3-year-old would be. And that's it. And this is how I know William's crazy attitude changed is Thursday. He was a lot better. We had less wet pants. We still had accidents, but we went from having 5 accidents to 3. And every single number 2 was in the toilet. So, cha-ching. We had one messy number 2 on the first day, and I had to throw out those chonies, and not good. I looked at it, I go, I don't even want to clean this. And usually, I'm a boy's mom, I could take pretty much the bull by the horns and just take a napkin, whip it out, clean it as much as I can, and then run down to the laundry room and clean it. But this one was just too much. So, fast forward to Easter. That was yesterday. Again, we really didn't do much. We did drive around. We got mommy new shoes because mommy needed new shoes. And now that she's definitely physically healed, she could go back on her 4-mile walks. How excited is mom to be on her 4-mile walks again? Very fucking excited. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you. I am very fucking excited. So, I needed new shoes because those shoes that I had before were 2 years old, and one of the parts of the sole on the bottom was getting very thin. So we got new shoes, and what makes me very excited about that is they are 100% recycled material. So my carbon footprint already is pretty clean because I walk everywhere. Yes, my husband drives, but we have a Prius that wasn't planned. But as soon as a Prius came into the situation and he brought it up to me, I go, yes, get it. It'd be great. And the only way I sold it to him was you'll save money on gas. Me, I was like, the environment needs us to have a Prius. I'm not one of those weirdos, but knowing certain things that I know, it's about at least we could make little small changes with what we use in the household to what we drive to if we don't drive, just little things to help the environment. If more of us look into it and do more toxic free situations, I feel like the earth would be in a better place. I'm just saying. I will probably go over that in later episodes. But, yeah, so my carbon footprint already is clean. Then I get recycled shoes. So it's even more clean. So that makes me very happy. I feel like a very, very cool hipster hippie. I don't even know if that makes. Wait, wouldn't a hipster be a hippie, or a hippie be a hipster? What do you think? Leave it in the comments. Okay, all right. So let's get into the news, okay? Um, so we're gonna just start off with not the basics, okay. So Pete Davidson and his new girlfriend, Chase Suey, apparently went to Martha Stewart's house, and I am completely jealous of Chase Suey on so many levels. Why? Because I think Pete Wentz is a little cutie. I like the weird looking dudes. And if you are a stoner on top of that, that is even more genius. Okay? It's genius. It's a beautiful little package for me. It's funny that it's after my last white boyfriend who physically reminds me of Machine Gun Kelly. Like if you wanted kind of a visual of my ex, Machine Gun Kelly, okay? Oh, that was another thing I forgot to write down. So we'll get there in a second. So, oh God. So they went to freaking Martha Stewart's house and hung out. And we all know that Pete is friends with Martha Stewart. So I kind of felt like he was bringing his girlfriend home to like his second mom. So that was cute. And like I said, I'm very jealous. And if you don't know, you know now. I want a homestead. I want the homestead life. I want to have a little mini farm. I want a cow or two. I want a few chickens. I want it almost all. I'm not going to say like we're going to go and harvest our animals and stuff like that, but like maybe when it gets to a certain age, we might do that. But I want to have babies on the farm. I want to have all the stuff. Okay? Like, I want land. I'm not going to lie to you. I want a homestead. I want a homestead, and I want to be able to freaking make bread, damn it. I want to make a sourdough starter and make it grow, make it healthy, make it crazy, make some crazy ass bread. Okay, that's into the universe. Okay, and we're going to be talking about a lot of manifestation now on the podcast, so buckle up, and you've been warned at the same time. Okay? So, yeah, so that happened, and that was cute. And then also switching back to Machine Gun Kelly. Apparently, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox are back together. There were like happy and really cute photos of them together in Hawaii. And she looks like she dyed her hair like a mermaid orange, like it was Ariel orange. And awesome sauce. Because I have to admit, as someone who's aware of the twin flame frequency, and it is something that intrigues me with them. They kept saying twin flames, twin flames, twin flames. And I'm like, okay, you better not mess around with this. And then whatever happened between them that made Megan Fox need to step away, it made me wonder, like, are twin flames really a healthy situation for them to be here on Earth? You know, but then I realized, yes, if a twin flame relationship is supposed to happen in this lifetime, in this timeline, whatever, however you want to call it, it's supposed to happen, it will happen. If it's not supposed to happen in this lifetime, then yeah, there's going to be turmoil. It's going to be intense. It's going to be all the negative. So that's my thought on that. Okay, and then also that was happy news. Going into breakup news, apparently Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn broke up. That was like last night. My thought is I didn't even know she was with somebody. I thought they broke up like over a year ago. This is the English guy. I am gonna go on a deep dive on this because I thought I read somewhere real quick before I jumped on this episode that it is that he's English. And if you don't know, I am very intrigued by Englishmen. Like blonde, blue-eyed Englishmen. I'm like, hello? Hi, how are you? I want to get to know you. Don't tell my husband. Shh. No, I'm kidding. No, that's not the girl I am. But before I met my husband, I swear to you, I thought I was going to marry a blonde, blue-eyed, English, pale as fuck, stuffy Englishman. Okay? I really did. So, All right, so so we're going to be talking about Taylor Swift and Joe soon. There is that. Why? Because I'm going to go down that rabbit hole because yet again, she's on tour. I thought they broke up, and apparently on TMZ, I did read that this was not a dramatic breakup. Apparently, according to sources, that it just ran its course. Like, they're good. Like, hey, like, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. And hello, obviously Taylor Swift is freaking on tour doing the Eras tour. So yeah, she really does need to kind of not focus and worry about a boyfriend or anything like that. But if your relationship's strong enough and you could just go on and do a tour like that and live your life, then go for it. There are relationships that have done it. Okay, so also another fun thing is Kardashian season 3 on Hulu premieres this Thursday. Okay, I'm very excited. Do not know what's going to be talked about. If you've seen there are two trailers that have premiered, and one just gives you nothing but fucking questions. It just gives you questions, okay? Like, you could go and see it, go to Instagram, and search Hulu, you'll see them on there. That's like a quick, I know you'll find these two. The first one, it was like really cryptic, and Kim was like, oh, you think you know everything, or you don't know the truth of like the situation or something like that. And then even Chloe says something really cryptic. You see Courtney and Kim crying. It's dramatic. And then the other one that's really sweet, that makes me really excited, and I think it's going to be how they open up this season, and if that's the case, that's going to make me really, really happy, is the Kravis' wedding. Yes, the Kravis' wedding. Freaking Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian's freaking wedding in Italy, and it's going to be like private footage that like people only got on their phones, which makes me feel very reminiscent of Kim and Kanye's wedding in Florence. Yeah, it was Italy too. So either way, that episode was beautifully done. And so I have a feeling this is going to be beautifully done. And I'm really excited to see Travis on TV. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry, because I'm a huge Blink-182 fan. And when he had his reality show with his ex-wife, Sheena, it was kind of fun to see him in that light, but it made me feel sad because Sheena was a hot fucking mess. She was a drunk slob kebab to quote Courtney. So I felt bad for him that he dealt with that. So the fact that he's with Courtney now, who is very into wellness and very into the moment and very present, and she doesn't sleep in like Sheena did back then, I think this is a really healthy relationship. I think this is like a twin flame relationship. Don't quote me on that, but it's very possible that they are a twin flame situation. And it makes me wonder, because was it in Thailand? Was it Bora Bora? Where was it? But anyway, if you've seen the Kardashians, it was when the Kardashians was on E! News, and they all went to some trip in Asia, and Courtney and Scott went to some medium. I can't remember, like, it was like some shaman or medium, and said, oh yeah, you guys were like lovers in a past life, and like trying to say that they were twin flames and everything. So it's like, it makes me wonder if they did have a past life connection. I don't think they were twin flames. They could have had a past life connection, that something happened in that relationship and they had to retry it out in this relationship. But if you know the relationship, it didn't work out, so what the hell? And that's when Travis comes in and you get your twin flame. So hey, all right. And also another deep dive we're going to go down, but I'm just going to put this here. Connection to the Kardashian thing. Can we talk about the weirdness of Avril and Tyga hooking up? I don't know much, but what I know, it's fucking weird. Okay, there, I said it. It is fucking weird. And I feel like now Avril is like sucked into the Kardashian vortex, right? So and Tiger. That is such a weird combination. It's a weird combination. It's a weird combination. You're probably wondering why is Avril and Tyga connected to the Kardashians? Well, Tyga used to date Black China. Black China dated Rob Kardashian and had a baby named Dream. So hello. Also, Tyga and Black China had a kid. So Rob and Tyga are like weird brothers at this point. And then Avril, why is that another connection? It's because hello, she is now on Travis Barker's record label. So it is like, okay, what are you doing, Travis? Right? And what really broke my heart, and we're going to talk about this in like the little rabbit hole we're going to go down with this later, is she was in a relationship with somebody else. She was in a relationship with somebody else. Mobs. I don't know what his name is, but like he posted something really sad, and we're going to go on that deep dive. And it was all in the week of that, and I'm just like, you really just jumped out of a freaking engagement for Tyga. What did you sold your soul to the devil, aka Kris Jenner? Not that Kris Jenner's the devil. I'm not saying that. I almost knocked out my phone. Holy smokes. Sorry to the people listening with the audio. But it's Illuminati. It's Illuminati shit. It is Illuminati shit, okay? All right? I said it, and we're going to drop the mic there, and we're going to go on the deep dive later. Okay, so now we're going to pivot to Bravo News. Bravo News. I don't have that much. Fun fact. In the Bravo world and community, I got the worst April Fools of my life. Okay, I saw that someone posted, and it looked like a freaking TMZ freaking graphic with the picture and then the white and all the things. It looked like a TMZ graphic, and it said that they got engaged. And I mean, for the Sandoval situation, Tom Sandoval and Raquel, aka Rachel, because she ain't Raquel no more. She is Rachel. That is her true self. Let's face it. We've heard it on all the podcasts. We've heard Lala, Katie, and Sheena all say it. It is true. It's Rachel. There's my rant. So that Tom and Rachel were getting married. I was like, what the hell? No, this isn't happening. No. And so I'm like, wait, I was about to post it. I was about to share it. I'm like, wait, no, this looks like a TMZ post. Let me check TMZ. Let me read the story. Let me see if it was some like Vegas. Let me even see if it was on TMZ. Okay? I checked to see if it was on TMZ, and it wasn't. It was not on TMZ. Which means I got April fooled. I got April fooled by someone who originally created that graphic, and then everyone else started sharing it and all the things. And so, yeah, I shared it, but I shared it with a video saying that this was an April Fool's, but still it got me. So what the hell? Pivoting into Ariana news. Ariana Maddox. She is the bad bitch who is right. She is the supreme who is rising right now out of freaking. She is the number one dude in the group. She's the number one dude in the group. This is why, because I just found out that homegirl signed with Dancing with the Motherfucking Stars. My uncle works for Dancing with the Stars, and I'm going to see if I could somehow get there because hello, hashtag Team Ariana here 24/7. And I haven't watched Dancing with the Stars in a very long time, probably since Rob was on. I think that was the last time I really watched it. But hello, Ariana, and you better believe I'm going to be calling. I will be calling and be using my I think it's like 5 or 10 times you could call per episode and vote for your favorite. So Ari, I will take the time to do that for you, girl. Okay. Oh shoot, I don't have cable, which means I'm gonna have to pay attention to when they say to vote. So yeah, okay. So it's solved. It's gonna happen. So that is very exciting. And then we're going to pivot over to Below Deck Yacht premieres tonight. I thought I had another week. Yet again, I felt like I had another week in something, and I don't. But most likely it's okay because I'm going to see it tomorrow on Peacock because we don't have cable, so we have Peacock. It is what it is. I have to wait for the next day. Who knows? It might be on tomorrow. You know what? We're gonna check real fast. We're just gonna check. And why is that crazy and special? Is because if you know Below Deck Yacht, you know Daisy and Colin and Gary. You've known it for a very long time, and they actually, in the newest season 4 that's coming out, it looks like Colin and Daisy hook up. Last season, Gary and Daisy hooked up, and it is a weird fucking triangle. That's all I'm gonna say. It is a weird, 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 weird. Okay, so right now they only have 3 seasons, which means tomorrow morning when I wake up, after I do my yoga, after I do and set up journal and all. Oh, that's another thing. I'll get into that, going back into the mommy check, and I'm going to leave that here, and I'm going to, and yeah. So that's going to happen tomorrow. So if you're a Below Deck fan and you want to hear my thoughts, if you want to do recaps, because that's another thing. I'm thinking about doing recaps weekly because I want to be on here and post for the podcast at least twice a week, if not 3 times a week, because we are going to be pushing some content. That is the name of the game right now, and William is going to be out of school in a few months. And if I could get a really good momentum, mommy will feel really good in the summer. Okay. So yeah, if you want to see Below Deck content, please say so. Comment, do all the things. All right. And okay, now that is the end of pop culture, and I forgot to mention my new morning routine, my miracle morning. I have talked about this, and I go back and forth into different routines, and one of the routines I keep going back into is yoga, like waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, doing yoga. Then this new routine, I'm going to do yoga. I was going to meditate after that, but last week I did it once and then slept until 6 for the rest of the week. I was very mad at myself, very disappointed. I still journaled, but here was the reason why I wanted to start that early. Because one, in the beginning of the year, before I found out I was pregnant, I wanted to go and master yoga. I wanted to not master yoga, but I wanted it to be a routine. I wanted that to be the way I started the morning, because let's face it, I'm 35 and I am not a skinny girl. All right. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm 195 pounds. Okay. I've got a lot of work to do. Like I said, I'm very excited for these 4.5-mile walks to come back into my life. So there's that. And I was going to meditate after, but here's the thing about meditation. When I put on frequency music and I do my own version of Om and sit there, is I get sleepy. I'm sleepy for the rest of the day. So this is when I wasn't waking up at 5 last week and I was thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to meditate. I'm going to wake up at 5 or 5:30, yoga for 15 to 20 minutes, then go straight into journaling and do my card pulls with my oracle cards and my tarot deck, and do my gratitude journaling, my moonology, my prayer journal, all of that. Then go get William's lunch ready. And then by then, I should have 45 minutes of just chill where I could take my cup of tea now because it's not coffee anymore, and go to the window, watch the sunrise, and just be chill, and then wake up William and go and just be really, really chill. And try to not be on my phone. Don't scroll. Don't watch TV. If the TV is on, it will be frequency music just so I hear something. But I really want to be in that pattern because it's something that I'm learning now that I am going full-fledged into pop culture content. Is I'm going to be watching a lot of pop culture TV, watching it online, and I don't want to get burnt out. I don't want to get to the point where I don't love pop culture. Pop culture I have loved for a very long time. I have wanted to work for TMZ for a very long time. And so I became my own TMZ. That's what this channel is. And this podcast, it's my own TMZ mixed with mom stuff. Because why? Us moms, we have our passions, and I don't think people check in on us enough. So, in my struggles, in my lows, or whatever, if I could help someone and like tell them a story and how I got out of it, and they found some kind of aha moment through that, and they started working on themselves, then I feel pretty good. Okay, because that's another thing about this podcast is I want to spread love. There's going to be more love spread than hate. Yeah, I like a good gossip moment. I might have a few moments of like hate, but I will catch myself, and we will then I will change the perspective and give the love side. So, why? Because there needs to be more of it. There needs to be more love in the world, and it needs to start with one person, and hell, it's going to start with me, it looks like. All right, on that note, I gotta get ready because I still have to go down to Target. I have to go walk around. And honestly, I'm going to see if I really do need to get a foot brace or not, because thanks to the last few pregnancies, my feet have gotten swollen and my sciatic have gotten all weird, and it's affected my ankle. Yay to life. But anyway, on that note, I adore you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, subscribe, like, comment, share, do all the things, rate it, give me a 5-star review. Do what you got to do to help me boost these videos, boost these episodes into the algorithm so that more people hear me and get reach and all the things. And on that note, I hope everyone has a happy week, and I will see you guys sooner than later. What's going to be the next thing we talk about? Don't know yet, but I checked my calendar, and this week is the 1-year anniversary of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. So we might go down memory lane this week. Who knows? Or we might go through some deep dives of relationships. Who knows? I might. Okay. No, I'm going to think about that off camera. All right. Thank you guys. And I adore you. And happy week. And I speak nothing but happy blessings and happy vibes your way.